Theodor Seuss Geisel, better known to the world as Dr. Seuss, was born on March 2, 1904, in Springfield, Massachusetts. From his earliest years, he was fascinated by drawing and storytelling. He doodled on scraps of paper, walls, and anything else he could find, showing a boundless imagination that would later become the foundation of his career. His childhood in Springfield, surrounded by the local culture, museums, and the humor of his family, left strong impressions that shaped his creative mind. Geisel attended Dartmouth College, where his love for humor and cartooning began to blossom. He worked on the college's humor magazine and experimented with ideas that played with both words and pictures. Later, he studied literature at Oxford University, where he met Helen Palmer, who became his first wife and an important influence on his creative life. Around this time, he adopted the pen name Dr. Seuss, a playful title that combined his middle name with a sense of scholarly authority. This identity would grow into one of the most recognized names in children's literature. In the 1920s and 1930s, Geisel's early professional work appeared in magazines and advertising campaigns. His style was quirky, playful, and memorable. During World War II, he shifted to producing political cartoons and propaganda films, using his sharp wit and artistic skill to deliver serious messages in simple, striking ways. These years taught him discipline, timing, and how to convey powerful ideas with clarity and humor, skills he would later bring into his books. The turning point in his career came with The Cat in the Hat, published in 1957. Tasked with writing a story using only a restricted list of simple words for beginning readers, Geisel created a playful tale full of rhythm, rhyme, and mischievous fun. The book was an instant success, transforming how children's literature was viewed. It proved that learning to read could be joyful, entertaining, and full of imagination. Soon after, Dr. Seuss became a household name, and his books reshaped early education. Dr. Seuss developed a unique style that blended rhythmic, rhyming text with whimsical illustrations. His invented words, strange creatures, and imaginative landscapes captivated children while teaching them the basics of reading. Over the following decades, he produced some of the most beloved children's books of all time: Green Eggs and Ham, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Horton Hears, The Lorax, and The Places You'll Go. Each book had its own charm, mixing humor and nonsense with deeper themes of kindness, fairness, environmental care, and perseverance. Behind the pen name was a man whose personal life shaped his work. His first wife, Helen Palmer, supported his career in its early years, and after her passing, Geisel later married Audrey Geisel, who became instrumental in preserving and protecting his literary legacy. Outside of writing, he enjoyed travel, birdwatching, and observing the world around him, interests that influenced the creatures and settings of his stories. Like many great artists, his legacy is complex. Some of his early work, especially certain illustrations, has been criticized for racial and cultural stereotypes. In recent years, readers and publishers have re-examined these aspects of his art, choosing to focus on stories that reflect his most enduring and positive contributions while acknowledging the need for cultural sensitivity. This complexity reminds us that even celebrated figures are human, shaped by their times, and that their work can spark both joy and necessary reflection. Dr. Seuss's influence on children's literature is immeasurable. He transformed reading into an adventure, helping millions of children build confidence through rhythm, rhyme, and play. His stories have been adapted into films, musicals, and television specials, and his words have become part of the language of childhood itself. The Places You'll Go remains a favorite gift for graduates, capturing both the challenges and possibilities of life with a blend of honesty and hope. Theodor Seuss Geisel passed away in 1991, but his creations live on. Generations continue to discover the magic of his books, which combine laughter with lessons and playfulness with perspective. While discussions about his complex legacy continue, the joy, imagination, and creativity he brought to the world remain undeniable. Dr. Seuss once said that he liked nonsense because it wakes up the brain cells, and through his work, he invited the world to dream bigger, laugh louder, and see reading not as a chore, but as a lifelong adventure.